Hi, it's 1010 the Navigator, and this is the 2022 Anunnaki Code, the end of the world and their return to Earth. Chapter 32, Question 32. What kind of relation did Eve and her children have with God and the Anunnaki? The answer. There is a vast literature about Eve and lots of contradictory accounts about her true nature, her origin, her DNA, and above all, her relation with the Anunnaki, the gods, and the Judeo-Christian Muslim God. Eve appeared in the Sumerian texts, in Phoenician epics, in the Bible, in the Quran, in the Gnostics books, and in the Olmos manuscripts. Eve's story in the Bible is the less credible one. According to the Gnostic books, Eve had a direct relationship with God called the ruler. The nature and identity of the rulers are not clear, but an alert mind can assume that the ruler was the God of the earth, the creator of the human race. The Sumerian texts convey almost a similar message. In many passages of the Anunnaki Sumerian scriptures, the Anunnaki creators of the human race were physically intimate with their creations. Enki was the most visible one. In the Gnostics books, the ruler is a divinity and a creator. In the Sumerian texts, Enki is a king, a god, and a creator. Both created the same woman. However, according to the Sumerian texts and the Anunnaki mythology, it is not absolutely clear whether Enki was the original and sole creator of Eve, because numerous Akkadian Sumerian deities participated in the creation of mankind, such as the angel Gabriel, known as Geber, and Nana, to name a few. Quite often, humans who were genetically created by the Anunnaki were produced from and by a mixture of the DNA of the Anunnaki, usually a god or a goddess, and an earthly element. This element was described as either clay or species of primitive human being. The intervention of the Anunnaki god was a prerequisite. Thousands of years later, the Bible told us that Eve too received a divine help in the creation of her first two sons. They were fathered by the Lord, not by Adam. This could and would astonish the Christians. Eve conceived Cain and Abel with the help of the Lord, or the help of God. Only her third son, Seth, was the result of her union with Adam. And Seth came to life in Adam's likeness. So how did Cain and Abel look? The Bible does not provide an answer. From Genesis 4:1, and she bore Cain, saying, I have gotten a man with the help of the Lord. And again, she bore his brother Abel. Genesis 5:3, when Adam had lived 130 years, he became the father of the son in his own likeness, after his image, and named him Seth. The Gnostic books shed a light on this situation. Cain was created by the Anunnaki god Enki, and a woman called Kava, also Hava and Hawawa, which is the original name of Eve in the ancient texts written thousands of years before the Bible was written and assembled. This is the official version of the Gnostics. This means that Cain is not 100% human. Cain's blood is 3/4 or a half Anunnaki. The other two sons of Eve, Abel, called Havel, and Seth, called Satanil, Satanal, Satanmail, were less than half genetically Anunnaki because they were the offspring of Kava, or Eve, and Ata Baba, the original name of Adam. And how you spell Eve is Kava, and Adam is Ata, period, BBA. Cain was superior to his brother Abel at so many levels because he was the offspring of an Anunnaki. Abel was inferior to Cain because he was the offspring of an earthly element. The superiority of Cain was documented in the Bible because the Bible, Old and New Testament, clearly stated that Cain rose far above Abel. What can we conclude from this hypothesis? We can conclude that 1, Eve and Adam were not from the same race. Genetically, they were different. 2, consequently, the offspring people, the first human race of Eve, were the result of breeding by gods. 3, the children of Abel and Cain were genetically modified to fit the scenario of the Anunnaki. 4, the creation of the human race happened earlier, much earlier than dated suggested by Jewish, Christian, and Muslim scriptures. 5, all human races came from the primordial female element, Eve. And this concludes chapter 32.